to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old? That's a year old, y'all. Let's be for real. Let's be real. And I'm like just so irritated because I didn't want none of this to come out from the beginning.
When it comes to being a mom, Teyana Taylor doesn't play. For her daughter Junie's birthday, she didn't just throw a party, she created a memory. Everything about the day felt like a fairy tale. The decorations were stunning, the music was joyful, and the little birthday girl was glowing from the inside out. From the moment guests arrived, it was clear this wasn't just some celebrity event, it was a celebration full of love, effort, and heart.
From one Dancing with the Stars competitor to a soon-to-be winner right here, man. This one, Twinkle Toes. Yes!
Yeah!
You ready to take home that ball?
Go vote.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, Team Iman and Daniela.
Go vote.
Teyana had made sure every detail was just right. Balloons, custom outfits, a cake that looked more like a piece of art than something edible, nothing was left out. Junie, dressed like a little princess, was all smiles, spinning around in her dress, laughing and dancing with her friends. And Teyana? In the beginning, she looked calm, grounded, and happy. You could see the pride in her eyes as she watched her daughter soak in the joy of the moment.
Biggest mistake, but something that I don't regret was giving him the amount of grace that I gave him because it only backfired on me.
On social media, Teyana shared glimpses of the early part of the party. The posts were full of warmth. No flashy captions or over-the-top hashtags, just pure joy. It felt real. This wasn't about showing off. It was about her daughter, about creating something magical after all the ups and downs Teyana had gone through lately in her personal life. But sometimes, when something seems too perfect, there's usually something hidden underneath. And that's exactly what started to show. As the day went on, people at the party began noticing subtle changes in Teyana. She wasn't smiling as much.
And this is when you gotta go to school.
Look, I'm gonna gladly drop you off at school, pimp. Give me 5.
She kept checking her phone. She was still welcoming guests, trying to stay upbeat, but her eyes seemed distant. It was like she was somewhere else mentally. At first, people thought maybe something was wrong with the event, maybe a vendor canceled, or she was just stressed from pulling everything together. But this felt deeper. You could feel it in the room. The shift was small at first, but then it became impossible to ignore. Then it happened. Just as the crowd gathered around Junie to sing happy birthday, with candles flickering and cameras flashing, everything came to a halt. Out of nowhere,
right here in the middle. Great, one more. Junie, straight ahead.
Iman Shumpert walked into the venue. He wasn't on the guest list. He didn't text ahead. He just showed up. And he didn't come in quietly. He walked straight over to Teyana and said loudly, in front of everyone, "We need to talk." No hello. No warm greeting. Just straight to the point. Teyana, already trying to hold it together, looked stunned. But she didn't lose her cool. She looked him dead in the eye and said, calmly but firmly, "Not here. Not today. You don't get to ruin this." It wasn't dramatic. It was a boundary. She wasn't trying to argue or start a scene. She was trying to protect the day she worked so hard to create for her daughter. But the emotion was written all over her face. Her voice trembled. She reached for Junie and held her close, like she was trying to shield her from the moment. And then the tears came. Quiet, slow tears. No screaming, no cursing. Just heartbreak, raw and painful to witness. People in the room froze. You could hear whispers. Is this really happening? Someone murmured. Security didn't jump in right away, but they definitely started watching more closely. And then, without another word, Teyana picked up Junie and walked out. Just like that, the party was over even if it technically kept going. The joy left with them. The energy in the room changed instantly. No one could shake what they just saw. What was meant to be a joyful memory had turned into something no one expected. And, of course, it was all caught on camera. Multiple people had their phones out, filming from different angles. And once those clips hit social media, it exploded. Videos started spreading like wildfire across TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. People slowed down the footage, analyzing every moment. Some pointed out the exact second Teyana's face changed. Others made timelines, piecing together the body language and reactions. And the comment sections? They were full of people taking sides. Many praised Teyana for staying composed and protecting her daughter's peace. One person wrote, "She handled that with so much strength. Walking away instead of reacting? That's a real mother." Another added, "Iman showing up like that? Totally out of line. That's not how you show you care." But not everyone saw it that way. Some people defended Iman. They said he was the father and had every right to be there. They argued maybe he wasn't trying to cause drama, maybe he wanted to reconnect or show he still cared. And just like that, the internet was split in two. Some stood behind Teyana, saying she was setting healthy boundaries. Others believed Iman was misunderstood and trying to be present for his daughter. But no matter what side you were on, it was clear this wasn't just about a birthday party. It hit a nerve for people who know what it's like to deal with co-parenting struggles, emotional family moments, and unexpected breakdowns in public. Then, things got even messier. Sources close to Iman started talking. Some said he genuinely believed he was doing the right thing by showing up. He hadn't said much publicly since their split, and with so many people feeling sympathy for Teyana, maybe he felt like this was his chance to remind people that he still wanted to be involved in his daughter's life. Others hinted that maybe it was ego, that maybe he didn't like the idea of people seeing him as the absent father. A few guests even said the way he entered the room felt more like a challenge than a heartfelt visit. Then the legal whispers began. People online started wondering if this could turn into something more serious. When a parent causes a public scene at their child's event and it goes viral, it can have real consequences, especially in family court. It's not just about being uninvited, it's about the emotional impact it can have on the child. Some people close to Teyana said this incident might push her to revisit custody arrangements. If something like this becomes a pattern, it could influence a judge's decision. The videos, the emotional reaction, the fact that it all happened in front of Junie, it might not just be drama anymore. It could become evidence. Neither Teyana nor Iman made any official statements at first. Teyana kept it subtle, posting quiet, reflective quotes on her Instagram stories. Messages about protecting peace, about knowing who really supports you, nothing direct, but clearly tied to what had happened. Iman, on the other hand, was reportedly meeting with his PR team. Some said he was planning an apology. Others thought he might be getting ready to tell his side of the story in a bigger way. Whether it was a statement, an interview, or a post, people knew something was coming. Meanwhile, online voices kept rising. "This is exactly why boundaries matter," someone commented. "You don't just pop up and ruin your child's birthday." Others said, "She's raising that child in peace. He should have respected that moment." But here's something else to think about. Teyana has always been creative. If you've followed her for a while, you know she often uses her real life as inspiration for her work. Her reality show, We Got Love, gave viewers a deep, emotional look into her world. Her music videos are packed with meaning, often touching on love, pain, and personal growth. So now people are asking, could this moment, as heartbreaking as it was, become part of something bigger? Some believe this could end up in a docuseries, or even be the heart of a future artistic project. The way the moment unfolded, the tension, the emotion, the lighting, it all felt cinematic. And with Teyana recently focusing more on directing and storytelling, it wouldn't be shocking if she decided to take back control of the narrative. Not to exploit it, but to process it. To tell her truth in her way. She's done it before. Fans know she's not afraid to get vulnerable if it helps her heal and maybe helps others along the way. But let's not forget the most important person in all of this, Junie. This was supposed to be her day. A little girl's special moment, filled with fun and love. And now, Instead of just remembering the cake and balloons, she might always associate that birthday with tears and tension. She may not fully understand what happened now, but that memory could stick with her for years. So while the world debates who was right or wrong, let's not lose sight of who felt it the most, the child caught in the middle. This birthday was supposed to be a sweet memory. Instead, it became a turning point. Maybe it was the final crack in an already broken relationship. Or maybe it was the beginning of a new chapter that neither of them planned. Either way, it was never just about a party. So what do you think really happened that day? Was Iman just trying to be a dad? Or did he make it all about him? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk about it.